Hi, I'm Alex with PTS, and we're here today at Airsoft Extreme. And we're just going to talk a little bit about the PDR. Now, I've done a bunch of videos over this particular product many times now. We're just going to talk about a few things that have come up as people have asked them. This is how I have my PDR set up. And with my PDR, I use a FPG handle in the front because, for me, I find that when I bring up my workspace, this front and rear sight on the FPG handle is perfectly in line with where I need it to be every single time. So I'm really excited about it. The other thing that I have on this is simply a pistol tack light that I can easily manipulate just by my thumb, just by reaching up a little bit. And then another thing I hear people talk about is, how do you use a sling with this? By default, the PDR has a rear sling loop, so hookup attachment right here, which you put like a H&K hook type sling or whatever. I like to use an MS3. So for me to get this to work with my MS3 is really quite simple. I just took some paracord and I made a little loop on the back end with my paracord here. And I did a little loop of paracord that goes through these vent holes right here and comes out this side here. And this way I'm able to simply, if I need to go from 2-point to 1-point, if I just go 2-point, as you can see here, it hangs really nicely and it hangs really flat and it's really secure. I'm able to walk around like this all day long without really noticing. If I want to go single point, I can just simply detach my front hook and now I'm going single point. Now, yeah, it doesn't hang perfectly flat. It hangs flat, but it doesn't hang perfectly straight down. That doesn't bother me a whole lot because if I'm having to hang it like this, probably I'm pulling out my secondary and I'm going to my secondary right now. So this is really just for hanging for a short period, and then I'm probably going to put this away and then go back to my gun and get it back in the fight. So a few other things that people have asked about with this particular gun, and you may or may not have seen the videos, but there is a non-functioning, but it does move charging handle right here. There's also a shell deflector that on a real firearm would have controlled the direction in which the shells ejected. So had I been going this side, I would hit that little paddle right there, and all of a sudden on a real firearm the shells would have come out the other side. It's good for drivers and other things. That's the way it was designed. So I'm back to my dominant side, so I'm going to hit that charging, I'm going to hit the bolt release, the paddle right here to switch the shell ejection port. And then other things that people have asked about is the mag release. Mag release is really simple. It's completely ambidextrous. There's a spot right here, just like it is on a regular AR-15, and it's ambidextrous, so it's right here on this AR-15, on this side here. And I can just simply, click it, strip a mag, take one, fresh one in. If you like to go high port when you strip your mag, that's fine. If you want to go low port, sort of straight down range, you can do that. If you want to go low port and do it like here, because some people like that, you can do that right here. Also, if you need to, you can just do a tack reload very simply. Take your mag, and then you're done. You're back in the fight. I'm just going to switch this back to my short mag. Short mag's a little bit harder to get seated in simply because it's just a little bit less meat. That's reality with any short mag on any AR-15 if you're just trying to switch mags out. Last few things I hear people talk about is the trigger. So there's no actual safety on this gun aside from the trigger. So if I try to press this back, right here, there's a lever on the trigger. You can see this right here. The trigger is actually levered. So if I try to press this back without doing a clean, conscious press on the trigger, it won't be able to come back. So I need to actually press this back and then I start pulling it back to the rear. Just like it is on the Glock, on an M&P and many other guns. Those guns, those are features they have on real firearms. There's absolutely no reason why we can't have it on airsoft gun. Alright, so we're going to do a quick little show on how this trigger works. Switch this with a loaded mag. Put my iPro on. So one thing that I hear people mention a lot is the trigger, Well, this trigger has 2 stages. So if I do a partial pull to rear, there's a clear wall where it actually stops, and then if I keep pulling to the rear, it actually goes full auto. But I know where that wall is because I can feel it whenever I'm trying to shoot. So if I wanted to go pretty fast, I can actually shoot pretty fast in semi-auto without going full auto. And if I want to, if I need to, I can just go full auto. Very, very easily. It's a great gun. I really like it. You know, I'm really curious about, you know, people who are making comments about this without actually trying it out, because for me, it feels great. It doesn't feel rear heavy to me. I'm really, really used to it. You know, I can go single point really fast. I mean, it feels natural. I mean, everything about it just feels really, really natural. So I love it. Hopefully you guys will too.